Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another video. I hope you guys are doing incredibly well as always. I'm on to share an update about the masculine collective. There's been a lot of huge shifts with the masculines in terms of like spiritual epiphanies, and they're growing their own spiritual gifts as well. For a lot of them, they're a little bit freaked out, and that's why many of them are craving communication with the divine feminine. It's like they need someone to share all of this with, and I feel like if it wasn't for previous conversations that you guys have had with each other, they would not have known who to turn to. Okay, it's like many of your masculines are in the process of finding their soul tribe. And hi, honey bear. Mwah. Hi, baby. And I feel like one of the first souls that they recognize as part of their tribe is the divine feminine. Okay. Okay, guys, hang on. She's always like popping up in the readings when she was cozy in her cat bed, so I thought I'd get set up here with some nice candles going and stuff. And of course, she just likes to pop up. All right, mama. Okay, guys, let me pause the video. I'll be right back. Hey, guys, sorry about that. I guess Miss Mega wants to make an appearance. I often feel like she's maybe drawn to some of you that might need her energy sometimes. I know there's those of you who sometimes don't hear the reading at all because you're too busy staring at her. But yeah, as I was saying, guys, yeah, I feel like many of the masculines are recognizing you as just somebody that they are familiar with, and it's making them miss you a lot. That's why many of you might feel the energy is very heavy. I see a lot of you waking up just like throughout the night, in the middle of the night, you can't get sleep. It'll pass. Like, I feel like it's all part of the process. Those of you very connected to your twin as well, you can also feel when they're going through a lot of these changes. I'm also sensing too, for many of you, like a lot of your masculines might be struggling with like substance abuse or like drinking a lot as a way of coping with, like, I'm hearing ascension symptoms. Okay, so many of them might be feeling bouts of depression, confusion. They might be feeling really fatigued. That energy is not going to last forever. It'll pass is what I keep hearing. And it's a lot to endure. At this time, I would maybe recommend just getting a lot of rest and deep breathing. I know I've shared this a lot on my channel, but the 4-7-8 technique, okay? So breathe in very deeply for 4 seconds, hold it for 7 seconds, and then slowly exhale for 8 seconds, because I'm picking up that many of you are getting anxiety. If you're the feminine, you're getting a lot of anxiety because you're picking up on your masculines throughout the day, just like random times during the day. Many of your masculines are finding it very difficult to like move about in society right now because of all of the changes that they're going through. It's like they're fighting against the fatigue and their body feeling very run down. And at the same time, it's like the outside world is being very demanding of them right now. And especially when it comes to like their money and like their work situation. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some cards around what's happening with the divine masculines and what do they want the divine feminines to know. Okay, so angels, guides, please assist to clear up the anxiety. What's happening with the divine masculines right now? Can you provide any assistance on the best course of action, or just any guidance based on the path that they're on? Okay, let's cut it right in half and find out what the major theme is. Okay, what are they up against? Okay, so we have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. Okay, so a lot of them, and that's why like work and things like that, it's feeling really demanding of them. It's like their energy can't keep up. And for many of your masculines, the number 3 is like, it's creativity, right? It is putting together the fact that you are a soul, okay? So you're expansive and you've incarnated here in a physical plane. I feel like the third energy is like, what are you going to do with that? You know, many of us feel better when we're creating something, when we're the boss of something, when we have something to add. If you're a twin flame, that message is emphasized to you, okay? Many of you get introduced to the tarot because there's a part of your soul that's here to leave the world a better place. Okay, I'm getting that message a lot for many of you. It's like you feel like you're destined for some great purpose, and it's because you are. And you're here to awaken that same feeling in many other people as well. So I'm getting that for a lot of your divine masculine. Something that's weighing on them really heavy right now is anything to do with like their career. They want to make money, okay? Many masculines are focused on money. They're very rooted and anchored in the physical world, okay? The feminines are very fertile with ideas. You can bring ideas into existence, and I feel like that masculine side of us is the one that, you know, puts it into action, like actually starts physically making it happen. Okay, so the feminine starts it off with the idea itself, brewing, bringing it into, you know, fruition, thinking about it very clearly, and the masculine energy within all of us, it's the one that executes the plan. So I feel like many of your masculines right now, a lot of the heavy energy comes from feeling very stuck. It's like wanting to make this big change or knowing that you're destined for something great, yet feeling like you're stuck in the mud. You know, it's like a very frustrating feeling because they know that they're capable of doing something big or something great, but they just can't put their finger on it. They don't know what it is exactly. You know, I'm hearing too, like if many of you are out there in the feminine energy or their counterpart and you're doing something creative, it's very inspiring to your masculine, but also very triggering, especially if they're feeling stuck. Okay, so twin flames right now, conversation between you guys might be triggering, like your masculine may ghost you if they find, you know, that you just sound happy or you're very positive. Like it might just trigger them because they're just not where they want to be right now. But at the same time, they want communication because, yeah, I was sharing this on Patreon as well. So it's funny, it comes up in this reading too, but it's like, you know, it's triggering for them to see you and watch you doing so well, because that part of you that's doing so well and so successful, and you know, that side of you that's just very optimistic, I feel like it's that balance within the feminine where you allow your masculine energy to shine when you need it. And right now, a lot of your masculines are in a place of learning how to balance that masculine energy within them, because the way I see it is like their masculine energy is like spinning out of control, okay? Whereas yours is like equally in harmony within you, divine feminine. But for them, it's like the feminine energy within them, it's like trying to catch up with momentum, and the masculine energy with them is spinning out of control. Okay, that's the way I see it in my head. And so I feel like for a lot of your masculines, they need to get grounded first. And for many of them, it's like, you know, their foundation and their stability has a lot to do with their confidence right now. We have strength at the top of the deck, which is a major arcana coming through with the Three of Autumn. So that tells me like they're going to have strength and faith in themselves right now. Like right now, with the part of the ascension that they're going through is taking a really close look at themselves and looking back, you know, looking back on the decisions that they've made. And now that they've stepped onto this path of feeling like, you know, they want to work on their self-development. Again, watching the feminine go through this has been inspiring, but also triggering. So triggering to the point where now they're starting to step on that journey. I'm getting too with the energy of the three as well, that many of them are starting to like tap into certain gifts of theirs. Like I'm seeing masculines who, you know, like they might have done things like gambled in the past or played the lottery, or like they just have a way of like knowing how to guess things, and they're usually like bang on with their accuracy about certain things. And maybe in the past they abused it, and so they might have lost the ability to use it, especially if they were like squandering this gift or just overindulging for the sake of just coins. Many of them are trying to get back into tapping into their like powers, like their magician powers, okay, using the wand, so to speak, you know, that creative energy within them. But this time around, it's like to really focus on delving into creative projects. And I feel like they're so capable of this, but somewhere along the lines they were, you know, it could be karmic partners, karmic friends, karmic job situations that, you know, gave them this idea that you can take shortcuts in life and still come out and be successful. You know, many of your masculines are having now to look at themselves and realize that, you know, success takes hard work, success takes dedication, success takes laying low sometimes for a while and not telling anybody your business or your plans and just staying consistent and putting in effort. You know, I feel like many of your masculines got caught up in a lot of like material things like wealth, you know, trying to do big things only to show it off to other people rather than doing things that made them feel fulfilled or whole in certain ways. I'm hearing too that many of your masculines who were in karmic situations, they're now having that epiphany that it's like they got way too wrapped up in these karmic connections. It's like if the masculine takes a good look at their life, it's like they kind of lost a sense of who it is they are when dealing with the karmic. It's like they're living out the karmic's dream and the karmic's agenda, and it's like they need some space from this person, because it's like the more time they spend with this person, at this job, with these family or friends, it's like the more they lose sight of like who it is they are. And like when they spend time with the feminine, she has a way of reawakening all of those dreams and goals and aspirations that they once had. So that's why many of your masculines are highly drawn to communicating with you at this time. It's like you're their medicine or their fuel, or you will somehow, you know, all of a sudden give birth to many ideas through conversations that you guys have together that really inspires them, okay? Yeah, also too, like I'm seeing this card is like they need your strength. They need your gentle strength, divine feminine. I'll read you guys the message here as well. It says, the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. They need like your kindness, I feel like they see you as very strong, but it's this beautiful, nurturing kind of strong, you know. It was on the Patreon reading. Check me out on Patreon, guys, if you are interested in checking out some readings behind the scenes, because the card that came out on Patreon was about like, you know, they love this very like mothering or nurturing energy about you. And I'm also seeing that like this mothering energy, it comes off as like strength. You know, like having a lot of like emotional strength, or being I see a divine feminine who like you can tolerate a lot. Like people can load onto you emotionally a lot, and it's like you'll always provide like wise counsel or good advice to them, and you do it with such ease and a smile on your face. And many of your masculines are like, damn, like I don't know how you do it, like how you have the room in your heart to take on so much. Okay, so yeah, that's, man, it's such heavy energy I'm feeling, but I feel like they can overcome it if they kind of start from like the ground up. Like a lot of your masculines right now, guys, I feel like the challenge for them is the same kind of challenges that many of us had in the beginning. It's like, stop obsessing over this person and like fantasizing about them and like getting distracted by checking their social media. Like that's what the masculines are doing right now. That's how the energy feels to them. And it's going to be the same lesson for many of them, right? Which is, stop focusing on the divine feminine and trust and have faith that she'll be there. Right now it's time to go on your own journey and to focus on self a little bit. And I feel like if they focus on self right now, they'll realize that the biggest thing making them feel depressed and down right now is being out of alignment with their true purpose. Okay, their sense of like purpose in this world. Like how do they be of service and like also like do something that feels really good to them too, you know? Yeah, that's just, yeah, what I'm getting out of that, okay? Let's go ahead and get into some of these romance angel cards and find out a little bit about how they're feeling towards the feminine, okay? Just like from their heart space. You know, I feel like they know what they have to do and they know what they have to focus on, but I just want to confirm to you guys that it's like, you know, they are in fact, you know, kind of feeling that at the core. On the Patreon reading, we had the reconciliation card come out. So it's like, that's really heavy on their mind. But it's like, how do you focus on, your career when it's like all you want to do is reconcile with the feminine, right? It's like, how do they do that? And we as the feminines have struggled with that too, but it's like, you know, they're going to have to kind of disconnect in a sense. But their biggest fear is like, well, the feminines know I'm disconnecting because I'm working on myself, right? I'm going to keep these, but I'll take these that fell. Let's find out what's in their heart space. Okay, so we have engagement. Your commitment with each other is ascending, okay, to a different level, a higher commitment with each other. Again, it's having that whole epiphany that you guys are twin flames. Many of your masculines are now on board with that truth. Okay, they understand, they get the message, they got the memo. A big part of getting that memo is, again, this 3 of Pentacles energy or 3 of Autumn energy, where it says that they have to make a move and follow their career and their passions. Something tells me, too, that for those of you who are already involved in creative works, when your person is done going off on this journey to explore what makes them tick on a creative level, something tells me you two are going to bump into each other. And you guys are going to kill it when it comes to collaborating, okay? And you guys aren't going to see this coming just yet. You might have like, okay, like if you're in the community, like tarot, whatever the case is, if you're on YouTube, like you're a creator, like whatever you're doing, your person is going to come at you with some type of creative project that it's just going to work between you two, or for some reason you guys are going to be able to work off of each other, is what I'm hearing, okay? And that's going to take things to a whole new level for you guys, all right? We also have codependency. Many masculines are dealing with this. And for those of you who are on my Patreon and you're watching this reading, guys, like I can't make it up. I even said on that they're struggling with like, remember when I talked about how many masculines, they really want to reach out, but they're struggling with like, nah, I can't reach out to her, man. It's going to make it seem like I'm codependent on her. That's how they feel, because the energy of like connecting with you, they can't do it because they know that it's sending off this vibe of like, oh God, I need you to come and save me. And they really don't want to approach you like that. You know, they really want to pull it all together here before they reach out. And part of that is like communicating with you, but not being codependent on you to fix them. Divine Feminine, it's like communicating with you because they want to be in the presence of your energy and vice versa. The message here says addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay, I feel too like a lot of masculines are going to be cleaning up shop when it comes to just like drinking, and like I'm telling you guys, like when they start ascending, like naturally they'll start realizing like what feels good to the body, what doesn't feel good to the body, what irritates the body while you're having ascension symptoms. And you know, lo and behold, it's usually things like addictions, things that they're doing anyway. They're going to be forced to stop it, because ascension is like almost like flu symptoms, right? So when you do things like, you know, you drink or you don't take care of your body through like eating the right foods and things like that, it irritates you, it makes you more sick, it prolongs you getting better. So a lot of them are going to start putting 2 and 2 together to realize that, you know, in order to stop fixating on the feminine, maybe I should stop drinking so that I can start thinking more clearly about my goals and my dreams and where it is I want to be. Once they get confident in this area, this 3 of Pentacles area, okay, they got something going for themselves, something that they can put that outlet into. Like right now, all of the outlet, it's going into the feminine, right? Like constantly checking their phone to see if you've sent them a message. Like it's like they want to focus on changing their course, but it's like they can't right now. And my best piece of advice for the masculines right now is just self-care the shit out of yourself, okay? Like get up in the morning, take showers, clean your house. That's going to make you that energy that you're feeling, instead of checking your phone. You know, pop in like a nice podcast or something that has to do with uplifting you, motivation, you know, anything that kind of pumps you up in that sense, even if it's like music to kind of break up the energy, and start from the ground up, masculines. You know, clean up your room, clean up your house, declutter, you shower, shave, you know, go hit the gym, you know, research, you know, read books, delete social media apps right now and disconnect as much as you can, and replace them with apps that do something for you, that add value to your life right now. I think now is the biggest time that the masculines are really going to have to trust that the feminines are there, because that trust is the only thing that's going to allow them to detach and focus in a little bit on themselves and their healing a little bit. All right, guys. So that's what I have for you for tonight. I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's reading. Again, check me out on Patreon. I do behind the scenes readings. There's a whole community behind there if you guys want to chit chat in the comments, and there's also access to one-on-one messaging with me. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, I'll definitely update you guys again soon. Okay, maybe in tomorrow night's reading. All right, I love you guys. Take care. You want to say bye, Mega? No, you just want ear scratches. Okay. All right, guys. Bye.